Okay, so the next part we're going to look at is the automation. Now I've done quite a lot of work in automation on the lead line for the breakdown itself. I just wanted to see the actual rack that I have set up here from a lead line that came from plastics, as we saw earlier. I basically have got plastics. As you can see, yet again, I've cut off the low end. I then have a simple delay, which again set at beat division 4. Now the dry wet itself is what's going to be automated here. You can see the wee dot in pink just beside it. Then I've got an auto filter set to low pass filter, and the frequency again, which is this part, is being automated, as we can see. And then lastly, I've got a reverb. Now I've chosen a preset because I don't need to have a specific reverb because it's not going to run throughout the track. I'm only automating the dry wet end of things. So that you can actually hear how it sounds and how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate each one and let you hear the automation. Really all I've done is, as you can see on the main screen here, I've got 4 automation lanes, one for the reverb, I've got one for the auto filter, the plastics, and now I've got this one for the simple delay. I'm just setting this to show the dry wet, and we can see that the delay goes from 0% right up to 100% before the end of the loop itself. And I'll just let you hear those separately so you can see how I've done it. Now how you do automation is effectively that you choose your instrument here that you want to automate, and then you then choose the parameter of the instrument that you want to automate, which is why I was saying earlier about when using plastics, work out which ones you can actually use. So if I just play this now and just solo the different sounds so that you can hear them as they automate, and we can see it as it automates here as well. So I'm just going to put the simple delay on. Plastics itself will automate. What I've done is set it to automate the release time, I think. Yep, the amp release, so that it opens it up as we saw earlier on. So if I just play that now, and as you can hear and see, the things were changing as we went along. So we'll put in the auto filter this time and we'll play it from the top. And then we'll put in the reverb this time as well. So if we click on that, you can hear the reverb starting to come in now. And then basically from there everything comes out. So it's very important for breakdowns especially that the drop, as it's called, or the start of the actual track again itself, has as much impact as possible. So if I let you hear that going with the rest of the track, you'll hear how everything just drops out. You can still hear all of the sounds, but it's just slightly lower in volume, so then whenever the drop hits, boom, it comes back in again. So I'll just play that now against the whole track. And as you can hear, when everything kicks back in, it's just huge. Use automation in this way and you'll make your track sound fantastic the whole way through. Now you can also do it so that the lead line changes in release right throughout the track, as we were talking about earlier on. In fact, the possibilities are endless with automation. You just got to sit down and work with it. But generally the effects chain that I have here of an auto filter, a delay and a reverb generally is enough for me to be able to create those kind of transitions.